come and brew with us. This is RNG and Tea with Christine Kooky Solis and Sarah Skopik. It's locked with your random sips of life and gaming. Hello again, this is RNG and Tea. Welcome. Thank you for joining us and listening to us on any podcast app that you have or on Twitch, twitch.tv pod. It doesn't matter. I'm Christine Solis, aka Cookie, and I'm joined here by Sarah Skopik. How are you doing, Sarah?
Pretty good. End of the year is coming up.
2019 is almost over. We'll see you next year, next week, basically.
You know.
Anyway, we stream our episodes live on twitch.tv/RNG and Tea. So welcome Heartslot, She Heals, I Tank, The Pelican, Selfane, and Omega Welltop for joining us. It is kind of early. We usually record our episodes at like 4 p.m., but right now it's like 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We've had a little hiccup, so we'll talk about later. Anyway, we love for you to join us here on twitch.tv/RNG and Tea. Again, we do read the Twitch chat and welcome you all, and we read your comments. So you can say something totally random and we'll shout you guys out. Anyway, so first, this is episode 2.5. What happened to episode 2.0? Well, episode 2.0 was like our first episode on twitch.tv/RNG and Tea, and I left it to our producer, Lloyd, or I'm going to introduce Lloyd. Lloyd, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. How are you?
Well. So Lloyd is our producer for RNG and Tea, and he helps set up the Twitch stream and everything. So what happened, Lloyd?
Well, I went to go look at the old episode, or the new episode, and download it and convert it into our podcast, and it wasn't there. And I hurried and looked at the settings that we had for our channel, and everything was in order for it to record our broadcast, and it wasn't there. So I sent a ticket off to Twitch, and they never got back to us with a real person. So here we are.
So we're doing episode 2.0, and I thought I was going to record backup myself, and I didn't do that. So I'm going to click record right now.
Great.
To backup.
all sorts of mishmash ways. It's going to be a Frankenstein 2.5 in a minute.
Yeah, Heartslot reminded me. She goes, this is why I always record locally. And the Pelican on chat says, first day on the job, and Lloyd lost episode 2.0.
Your first strike, Lloyd. I'm just kidding.
It's okay. I'll put in my resignation.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
No, we just have to put you on a performance plan. It's
Yeah,
fine.
and we'll reduce your pay just a little bit.
Just a bit.
He's like, whatever. Anyway, we also have Lloyd because what we are also doing is a D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, here on twitch.tv/RNG and Tea. Again, bookmark that, follow us, turn on your notifications. Lloyd is going to be in charge of that. Can you tell us more about that?
So I got a friend of mine from another D&D campaign who regularly DMs or dungeon masters for other groups, and he's been really wanting to do other things like Alien, some super hero-esque kind of stuff, or even just run a regular 5e game, which I know you don't know much
I'm like,
about.
I don't know anything about this. What are you guys talking about?
I know these words.
But we have a form on our website right now for viewers like you guys. If you want to join us, just give us your information, and listeners in the podcast universe. But it's just something that I kind of wanted to bring forward to kind of teach Kooky about the whole world of D&D, because both me and Sarah have been playing D&D. Well, I've only been playing for the last 2 years. I don't know how long you've been playing, Sarah.
It depends on what you count. I've technically been playing it since I was 11, so it's been a few years.
Nerds.
But
I'm just kidding.
I have not played every single system out there for sure. It's always been very much, honestly, with family. So I'm familiar with 5e and stuff like that, and of the systems, but I have not played every system. So I am excited for this as well to see if I can learn a new system. So exciting stuff.
And Bill's a really good DM. We did a test run of Alien, the new tabletop that came out, I think, 2 weeks ago. So it's a 3d6 system. So you roll you roll just dice, and it just goes off that. But other than that, like, I think it would be a really exciting opportunity to get you into the world of tabletop.
Yeah, we'll see.
I believe
I'm just afraid. Like, do I have to cosplay for this too, or that kind of thing?
No. This is not LARPing. This is role-playing.
Okay.
It's not live action.
Okay.
Well, we could LARP if you want.
We
just have to
could.
go down to Vegas. And
Yeah, exactly.
find a field.
Start going at it. No.
So as Lloyd says, we are going to be doing D&D. There is a form on the website right now, rngandtea.com. We've already have 3 responses, but, we'll review them. Actually, Lloyd and Sarah will review them. I'm going to leave it to you two.
Oh, boy.
Send the responses. We'll send a response back, and I guess is there going to be like an interview process, or just how's that going to work?
It depends on how many sessions you want to do in a month. If you want to do a continuing campaign, we might have a couple reoccurring people, or if not, we might just cycle through the list and do like one-offs every month or something like that. So, like, the more the merrier in that case. We'll get you into it.
Get it. So, okay, again, there's only 3 responses, so go on to our website, RNG and Tea. Share it with your friends if you want to have them join us and have a chance to be on twitch.tv.rng, or it's twitch.tv/RNG and Tea. Join us for, is it going to be monthly? Right. It's monthly, right? Or is it?
I think at this point, it depends on your guys' schedule. Bill is really flexible on what he wants to do, or what you guys want to do too. We just kind of have to plan it out, and hopefully January is when we're gonna start doing this. Maybe early February.
Yeah, depending how things get panned out. So we're being really flexible about it. You guys are being super flexible about it. So just come on, join in, and even if you think that you could maybe just want to do a one-shot, let us know that too, because we definitely would like to get as many people as possible involved. It's just, we can't have you all in one session, so we'll see.
And you don't have to be a veteran. Please. You don't have to be a veteran, like they've been saying. I haven't done any D&D whatsoever, so it's a beginner's D&D.
It'll be low stakes for sure.
Anyway, check it out, rngandtea.com. Also, please bookmark the page. We will also be blogging a little bit more. It's just that the holidays have been a little bit busy. So we have Sarah did her little Star Wars TrollCon article. Have you guys watched it?
I did, and my worst dreams have been realized when the new Star Wars movie came out.
Yeah, we'll talk about that too. Selfane's asking, what if we are camera shy? We don't have to put the camera on. We can make an avatar of you if you want to.
Yeah. So we can make this
totally
work.
acceptable.
We will need a voice. That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's going to be kind of hard.
We do need to hear. I have played a tabletop with one person could never get their microphone to work, and so they had to do everything by text chat. That was interesting. I do not recommend that. Please don't do that.
Oh, no.
That's a different kind of role-playing altogether. No. So we do need a microphone and a voice, but if you do not want to show your face, we can pick a picture of your choosing.
And it'll be on Discord. So Discord is a free software so that you can download and pick up. Yeah. So it's an easy client to use. We're actually using on Discord right now because Zoom decided to be a butt to me. So
so it goes.
Anyway, again, rng.com, rngandtea.com. Whoa, talking too fast there. Anyway, we're also going to talk about a little life update. We did talk about this on the last episode of 2.0. Sarah, big congratulations to you, correct?
Thank you. Yes, I gained my LMSW for Michigan, which stands for Licensed Masters of Social Work. What this basically means is I am fully licensed in the state of Michigan to practice social work. I am no longer a baby social worker. So I went through schooling. I got my master's. I have done enough hours post-grad work to get my full license. So congrats. Yay to me.
Pay raise? Pay raise? Money,
Oh,
money?
yes.
Okay.
Yes. I just don't know how much yet, but yes.
Well, congratulations.
Yes.
It's exciting.
Thank you.
And then Lloyd, what do you do in life? You haven't talked in RNG and Tea, so tell us what you do.
Tell us about you.
Well, currently I've been helping you guys produce this, and side work, I kind of help other Twitch streams with their branding, and I do a lot of graphic design on the side and editing a video. So other than that, I just play a lot of video games. And I've been trying to do a daily stream on RNG and Tea here. Hasn't really happened too much this week just because of Christmas and family stuff. But hopefully starting tomorrow, I'll start back up with finishing off Tales of Symphonia, which I did a 15-hour stream last Tuesday.
I saw that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh.
And he had a lot of viewers too.
Well, yeah, kind of.
We should have had a charity stream for it.
Did you show nipples?
For that amount of time.
I'm just kidding.
Well, I can. I just don't know if you want me to.
Actually, I don't think you're allowed to.
No, you're not.
We'll go further on that later.
Well, it's covered by hair.
Oh, jeez.
It's automatic. Already censored itself.
Kelly says you're also a drinker of Pepsi, so.
Oh, yeah. I drink way too much Pepsi, so it's my tea.
That's your tea, soda, because
that's your
soda
tea?
is tea.
Gotcha.
No, it's not. Who said that? Who said that on our YouTube comment? That was Soupy?
Someone did say that.
Soda is tea.
That's Soupy Doke and our guy who does our outro music.
That's what it was. So no.
No, Soupy Doke.
We're going to be
no.
pretentious about this and put our foot down.
We love your music, but no, soda is not tea.
All right, tea leaves in that thing? Anyway.
Unless it's stevia. Stevia leaves kind of like tea-ish. Because that doesn't like Pepsi have stevia in it too?
Oh.
No, I don't drink Diet Pepsi at all. I think it has cocoa beans in it. That's kind of a tea thing.
There's cocoa beans in Pepsi?
I think so. Well, no natural flavor. That's it. And caramel color. Caramel colors.
Not tea. Caramel's a flavor. It's not tea.
Okay, that's...
You make it by burning sugar. Anyway, let's go. Before our pretentiousness gets in trouble.
Anyway, also life dates. I got a new job. I work as a marketing coordinator for a casino. And it's not like the marketing that you know, like the whole social media kind of thing and promotions. What I do is I do the promotional offers for when you go into a casino and you get free slot play, or there's a slot tournament here, or come to our New Year's party that I'm going to be working until like 1 a.m. all day.
Fun.
It's a small team. I love the job. Let's just say that. I love the job. I love working with the team. The only problem is it's an hour drive and doesn't pay so well, and I have to probably get a second job, or RNG and Tea, please sponsor us if you're listening, anyone.
Give us your money.
We love tea. So we can do it that way. But other than that, I have a new job. I love it, and again, I just hope it pays well. And they're going through some management changes, so I might actually be doing more marketing, like actual marketing, so we'll see. I don't know. Corporate's going to be like on our butts next month, so.
Of course they are.
I know. That's sigh. Anyway, holidays are here, so we're going to make this a holiday episode, mostly.
Merry holidays.
Merry
I should have
holidays,
said happy
Christmas,
holidays.
Hanukkah, Chanukah, whichever you celebrate.
Kwanzaa, solstice. Woo!
Wait,
So many of them.
Have we had time to play any video games? I know, Lloyd, you've been playing Tales of Symphonia? Symphonia?
Symphonia. Yes.
The other thing that I've been playing is Borderlands 3. The new DLC came out. The Mad Moxie heist of I can't even remember his name now. Jack's Casino.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
I still need to get that game. I know it's like it's discounted right now, right?
Yeah, I think it's like $38 on Epic right
Yeah,
now.
I need to grab that. Sarah, have you been playing anything or just haven't had the time?
The only thing I've really been playing is my fiance has been putting me online for Final Fantasy 11.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yes, that's been about it. We are now at level 75.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a ride. There are so many shortcuts these days because of, it's an older game and stuff like that. So yeah, you can get to level 75 in a matter of a month. Fun fact. But yeah, it's something for the two of us, so it's been fun for that. I think what's just hard for me is there is so much nostalgia attached to it with my fiance that I'm enjoying it because it's something for us. I have no idea if I would have felt the same if I had played it back then. I couldn't tell you. Just because it is a lot of grinding and constant grinding, which is kind of the problem with MMOs in general, and I think that's why I get so bored of them very quickly. So, I don't know. I think MMO genre is just not my favorite genre of gaming, and that's just fact.
I think... Well, okay. Well, with the way that me and Lloyd played Final Fantasy 11 back then, we didn't have any kind of social media to see what's going on. You had to rely on actually talking to the people. There's no Discord whatsoever, so you actually had to chat and say, "Hey, I need a party, please. What's going on?"
Exactly.
Well, you have Ventrilo, but the only time I used that was when I was running like a Dynamis Link shell or a Limbus Link shell. And even then, we rarely
use it. Ventrilo or TeamSpeak, but like you really had to get to know people to actually party and be regulars. But now I think it's easier for you, right? Because you have Callie, you have Trust, you have...
We have the trust make the biggest difference. The only thing we have been doing is there is this guy who's been very nice. I guess there's this cheat where you go into the other world, and if you have somebody that's higher level that can just kill a bunch of monsters for you, you just get all of this. Yeah, so like that's been helpful too. But but other than that, the trusts are the biggest difference. We can deal with bosses without really having to worry about other people. So we can kind of do other things that we want. If in essence, she's playing Dragoon, her favorite class. I decided to go Summoner because I like to do things the hard way. It's been working out. But I could totally see how you have to be willing to be social and be willing to ask for help in order to get anywhere in this game. Which I think it has a lot of points to do that. It's just hard right now, there are people there, but it's not the same as it probably was back then.
Omega Weltal in chat says Black Mage, White Mage, looking for group 5 hours later. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the Pelican says reputation meant a whole lot more back then, which is true. It meant a whole lot. Like, this certain character was the first ever on the server to capture so-and-so or get their first hat in Final Fantasy 11, so that kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. Everyone's been very friendly, though, that is around. That's the nice thing. Like, we haven't had any, there's not like a ton of people, but we haven't had issues with people either. Everyone's been super friendly, and even though I'm kind of the new person on it, there hasn't been any issues with that. So I will give it that for the community, probably because it is smaller now than it used to be.
Yeah, we actually have a lot of Final Fantasy 11 players in our chat because Lloyd and I used to be part of Lemon Brick Radio, which is a Final Fantasy podcast, and they did Final Fantasy 11, and then they continued on with Final Fantasy 14. So we have Heartslot said that it did. If there's an HD version of Final Fantasy 11 drops, bye folks.
That's what I've been
Exactly.
afraid of, actually. That's my biggest fear, is I'm never going to see my fiance again if that actually happens.
Sylvain says that game shaped my life, as it did with mine as well. As I said, me and my husband, we actually met at a Final Fantasy 11 convention. So, Omega Welltall says that's his experience in 11, the looking for group, 5 hours long.
Yeah, it's...
It is.
I think that's what I feel so bad about, because I do know it has such an impact on so many people, and here I am like, I'm just gonna follow you. What am I doing again?
Yeah.
What mission are we on? What's happening? So, but I mean, everyone's got that.
So
thing.
since you're a summoner, have you gotten all the avatars yet?
No, I actually had to like demand to get one, because originally I was told that they're really hard to get and that you pretty much should not try to get the other ones until you're much higher level. And I was like, well, that's boring. So we looked it up, and so I have 2 avatars and 1 spirit, a water. I managed to find a water spirit. So I have Titan and of course Carbuncle and a water spirit. So that's been good enough to get through what we're doing right now. Titan's kind of a powerhouse, just they also very MP hungry. And everyone else kind of works out. So I can't wait to get more avatars, because that's why I want to be a summoner. And I think that's the problem right now, is we're doing so much leveling up. It's like, okay, when's the stuff? When's my stuff? So, but we'll get soon, I'm hearing.
Yeah. Have fun farming.
Yeah, I know. I think that was my favorite thing, is we had to get, I think it's the reputation. You have to worry about that with, what do you call it? I don't know. I don't really quite understand, but you have to worry about reputation as far as each area. And I guess we just gave a lot of food to this sheep farmer, and we got our reputation very high as a result. So we got to skip a lot of things. So away we go.
Oh, jeez, building the reputation. Anyway, that's all memories.
Yes,
all memories.
Down memory lane.
I haven't actually been playing anything really. Yeah, I just don't have time. My hours are so random with this new job that
Yeah.
The Pelican in chat actually put in chat says a fake grand order, and that's all I've been doing.
Watching?
No, it's the mobile game, the gacha mobile game. Fake Grand Order.
Okay.
That's all I've been playing. Is I've been going in, getting my login points, and I've also been, let's see, leveling my characters and servants. So that's all I've been doing.
Get those login bonuses.
Yeah. Anyway, other than that, that's all I've been doing. I do have 2 new games. I just got Death Stranding and Hellblade. So look forward to that on twitch.tv/RNG and Tea. Just like we said earlier, Lloyd's going to be streaming. Sarah, will you be streaming? You'll be streaming more too.
I am hoping to stream, because a new game that I got was A Plague Tale: Innocence, which was it came out this year. It was kind of like a stealth-ish kind of game. Has a lead female character, kind of set in like a French. It's basically set like during the bubonic plague era. So yeah, it's I'm pretty excited. So I'm hoping to start streaming that.
Didn't
as
that
well.
game like win in the Game Awards? An award.
It didn't win anything, but it was up for awards. So yes, I don't think it actually won any awards. I think it was up for best narrative, but it didn't win. But it was up there for it.
I thought it did win something. Huh, that's weird. Anyway, so in Lost episode 2.0, we actually did talk about the Game Awards, and we are not going to talk about it this time because there's just way too much stuff that went on. So we are just, reminiscing holidays, 2019. Speaking of 2019, What was your biggest achievement?
Biggest achievement?
Yeah.
I had a lot of achievements, actually, technically. House was technically 2019. Engagement was technically 2019. So was the license! So
oh my
that's
gosh.
cool. So 2020 is gonna suck. I'm just kidding.
Lloyd, what about you? What was your biggest achievement in 2019?
I hate to say it, but I think it was like working with the people that I looked up to for a long time, with like Nate and all those guys, and you. because I've been listening to Limit Break Radio since I was like 14 years old.
Oh, jeez.
So
I forgot you're a youngin'.
look at them.
So working with us. Oh, that's so sentimental. We love working with you too. I think mine's was like moving out of Southern California and into Vegas. I guess you can say that's a biggest achievement. That's, I don't know. It's like jumping and taking a risk into a new job industry. So that's a huge achievement.
Absolutely.
Other than that, that's probably it. Can't think of. Oh, Pally says.
That's true.
Pally says surviving first year of marriage in a new place. That's too. That's very true. Surviving the first year of marriage is actually tough. So, warning to you. Looking forward in 2020, Sarah has a wedding.
It's true, I do, in October. So that'll be a little bit later down the line. So I guess it'll be more of a 2021 goal. But yes.
How are you doing with your wedding planning?
It took a bit of a back seat because all the craziness with work and the holidays. But things are, I mean, it's smooth right now. I just need to go dress shopping and get
oh my gosh. How many months? You have like 10 months left.
I have 10 months, okay? I've got time. I do technically have time. But anyway, we're figuring it out.
Omega Welltall says went to DragonCon. That was dope. Oh my gosh, I want to go to DragonCon one day.
Jealous.
Yeah. Oh, that was another thing in 2019 was going to EVO here in Vegas. I love that. I've never realized how great the fighting game community was because it's so niche.
Yeah, that's right.
So going to EVO here in Las Vegas, it was actually very eye-opening, and there's a lot more female players and gamers in the fighting game community than what you see like in like MOBAs or whatever. Sorta. It's like, I guess I didn't see what the fighting game community was until you actually go there. So I suggest you two to go to EVO one day and come visit me and check out the fighting game community too.
For sure.
Lloyd, you got quiet. You too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I will. Well, I live 6 hours away from you, so I could drive.
Dude, you can. Drive down.
I'd have to fly. I ain't driving that.
That's true. So anyway, in 2020, what are you looking forward to, Lloyd?
Cyberpunk 2077.
Same.
It's like the biggest game that I'm looking forward to. Other than that, I don't know. Hopefully, like RNG and Tea, growing into something big. That might be our biggest goal.
I hope so too.
It's true.
Yeah, so Cyberpunk 2077. There's a lot of games coming out in the spring of 2020. How are we going to get down to all of this? So, as Lloyd said, Cyberpunk 2077 is coming out on April 16th. Before that is Resident Evil 3 Remake. That's for me, April 3rd. Even before that, March 3rd, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Who's interested in that?
I never played 7, so I don't have the nostalgia factor at all. I'm worried how long it's going to be. Have they confirmed it's multiple CDs? Because I keep hearing it's multiple CDs.
Who does CDs now?
I think they're only releasing the first part.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. It's episodic. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Sarah, you're showing your age. CDs in a game.
No. I'm showing my age. No, but seriously, I thought someone had mentioned that, but I got mixed up with episodes. They're doing it like an episodic style, which I'm like, this ain't a Telltale game, but okay.
Dark Thrar. Thank you for the follow here at twitch.tv/RNG and Tea. And thank you, Lloyd, for putting all those noise sound bites and everything. I was like, who's laughing at us? Also on March 20th, 2 games that I both love dearly are coming out. Animal Crossing on the Switch and Doom Eternal. Totally 2 polar opposites, but I'm so excited for both.
I can't wait. I don't know how you buy your games, but I just imagine going to GameStop and just getting them
both.
I know, right? Oh, is one of those for your boyfriend? No, they're for me.
I know. Spring will be crazy, and imagine twitch.tv RNG and Tea will be busy as well. So we'll get a schedule up, or just follow us on social media. Follow us on Twitter,
Yeah, you should do that
Facebook,
anyway.
wherever on social media, and we can figure out what the notifications are. Or follow us on twitch.tv RNG and Tea. Sorry, I'm being very distracted because my cat is like crawling all over the place behind me.
It's a kitty. Hello, kitty.
Okay, Thomas.
Oh.
Thomas. So if you hear like the jingling and everything, my cat's like
He wants attention, but only with your eyes.
obviously. Anyway, Selfane says he's ready for the next season of Overwatch League, OWL.
Ooh. Yeah.
I need to restart watching Overwatch League. I've kind of fell off in the summer. But yeah, I know there's like, what's going on in the Overwatch League, Lloyd? I know you've been watching, right?
I know there's been a bunch of roster changes. I know Jake from the Outlaws
Retired. I saw that.
Yeah. Other than that, like I haven't really been keeping too much up. Like I've just been waiting for the season to start up again to start like seeing who the good players are, because most of them are starting to retire now after only 2 years in the game. Because like
That's
Pine
crazy.
he wasn't in the Dragons, he was in Soul Dynasty. He only retired after 2 years. So I want to know what's happening in the league where these people are just getting burnt out after only 2 years of play, because that's like insane to me, where your career's over and you're only 22.
That doesn't make sense. Why are they retiring early after just like 2 years in the Overwatch League? Is it just age
intense?
or what's going on there?
Well, it could be a couple of things. My thing is it's probably the grueling amount of like just training that they have to go through to like know the strategies for the other 20 teams. So like 12-hour practices 5 days a week, that would burn anybody out really quickly, because even professional sports people don't even train more than 4 to 5 hours a day on most cases. So there might need to be something switched up in the league itself and how coaches are coaching their people to make this more of a viable thing for people to play for like 10 years plus, because you don't really see a fall off on your mechanical skills on a computer until you're about 30, 35. So
Wow.
it doesn't make sense to me.
I feel old
Yeah.
because I'm in the 30s. Heartslot says it's like sweatshop mentality, and I get
For
it.
sure.
But like, how's it different from League of Legends players? Like, isn't there like some of the same players still playing for years in League of Legends community versus Overwatch League, where they only have a player playing 2 years and then retire? Like, Faker has been playing for a few years now, right?
I think so. And I think it just might be the practice time, because I don't really follow League of Legends too much. I don't think those players are playing like 12 plus hours a day like the Overwatch League and most of the teams. So, or in the other essence, it could just be the grueling schedule of the Overwatch League itself, because most tournaments are like once a month instead of this grueling schedule of like half the year you're playing constantly. There's no off time, or if the off time is like 2 weeks.
That's very interesting to think about, because esports, I know esports is getting huge. It's like asking Bugga to retire from Fortnite tournaments after 2 years versus 10 years, and what's going to happen there. I know it's an interesting subject, but we won't go too much into that. We're actually going to also talk about, speaking of League of Legends, Maria Krevling passed away recently. She was a former League of Legends pro streamer under the name Remelia. She passed away only at the age of 24. Like, wait, what? We were just talking about how Overwatch League players retiring at the age of 22, 24, and
Right.
here she passed away at the age of 24. What the heck is going on here? It doesn't say, how she passed away. Only her boyfriend posted on Twitter, Richard Lewis, who's basically an esports journalist as well. He says, "It is with great sadness that I inform you that my best friend, Maria Krevling, passed away peacefully in her sleep yesterday. Her absence will leave a void that can never be filled." This is like a downer. I feel so bad.
Very, our obviously our thoughts go out to family and loved ones for Maria at this time. But it's just, it is a downer. It's just, she definitely left quite, left quite a legacy as far as even being, female player with League of Legends.
The first woman
so
to compete in the League of Legends LCS.
Exactly. Very dear, very dear for us. But there's there's no other details to really report on it. Just that our thoughts go out to the family and loved ones involved.
Yeah, I do get mad though. Like seeing in social media, it's like, man. Okay, so Maria is a transgender, but there's a lot of comments saying, first woman, etc. So all those comments have been going around a lot, and here in RNG and Tea, we welcome transgenders, women as well. So it's just kind of a bummer. She passed away, and yet you're gonna put out all those kind of comments on social media right now. Like,
exactly.
why?
Like, seriously, just leave. Just stop.
Just leave. Go away.
Go away. This is a sad time of where we should be, mourning and celebrating her legacy, not arguing whether she was the first woman or not. She was, and deal with it. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, people are assholes. I agree, Omega Woltop. I agree. Anyway, that man, that's so sad. I just don't know what to say. Like, how do you pick up from that? Lloyd, say something silly.
How we're doing this?
I put Lloyd on the spot.
Silly enough. We're good. Let's move on. Awkward stammering.
Lloyd, okay. I'm waiting.
I was trying to get it out.
Our next topic, boobs.
Well, you asked, and you shall receive.
I like that. I like it. So, again, we are RNG and Tea. We're two female gamers and Lloyd.
Yeah.
Hi.
We're going to talk about...
I have boobs, too.
Technically.
So we're going to talk about some boobs. There was a topic earlier that we talked about on Lost Episode 2.0, and we are going to rehash it here because it bothered us as women. And Lloyd, because he has boobs.
Yes. It should bother anybody, but it bothered us especially.
So, social media, yes, I know it's a little small thing that makes into something bigger, but do no bra streamers bother you? So there was a tweet that came out, and it was a girl dancing around, and her boobs are bouncing, and it's obviously there's no bra, and...
She was wearing a shirt.
But no bra, and it bothered some people. Does that bother you?
No. Leave your business alone. And in case people are wondering, because I know people were wondering this, it does not. It does follow Twitch guidelines to have no bra on. I have an actual. Excerpt from the Twitch guidelines, and it says about attire intended to be sexually suggestive and nudity are prohibited. Attire or lack of attire intended to be sexually suggestive includes undergarments, intimate apparel, or exposing or focusing on male or female genitals, buttocks, or nipples. So, no, she was wearing a t-shirt, which you should be wearing. and she just happened to have no bra underneath. So no, it does not break the guidelines, and y'all can calm down.
Yes.
So
The Pelican says fake outrage. Selfie says win with a complaining N. And Heartslaw says, for fuck's sake, that shit comes off after work. Meaning the bra. The bra comes off.
exactly. Absolutely.
We females have a hard time with this bra. this cage, this prison.
Cage for our chests that we are forced to wear for sake of modesty, I suppose, or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I know DePelga was saying about fake outrage. And I mean, the good news is I'm hoping it at least wasn't the biggest deal in the world. But unfortunately, when it comes to female bodies, it often is not fake outrage. There are a lot of very harsh opinions when it comes to anything related to how a woman presents her body. So it bothers us because this is not another thing that we need to have worried about when we are just trying to, stream. We have everything else to worry about. Don't put this on top of that.
We're at home. We want to be comfortable. We're just here to play games, and that bra comes off. I'm sorry. Deal with it. Omega Waltall in chat says, look, I'm a mature male. Like, okay, sure, I'm going to look for a second, but not going to bring it up. Like, her titties. Her titties.
Listen, I mean, I'm never going to tell someone what they should or shouldn't look at, as far as that kind of thing is concerned.
Skuro,
but,
you and your baby streamers, Skuro.
It's fine. But
like shaking his head.
I guess the reason I just roll my eyes is I think about how they're out there, but there are men that wear tighter shirts, and yeah, you get to see a lot under those tight shirts. So does that mean we need to suddenly start banning those? Where will it end? It's interesting because there was, of course, the issue of the nipple, exposing the nipple. And so what Twitter has done now to get away from that, because it is kind of a silly way how you're going to try to differentiate, they just say no nipples at all. Doesn't matter what gender, just you can't show them at all.
No nipples, period. Sorry, Lloyd, you can't show your nipples.
Sorry, Lloyd, you can't be shirtless on stream unless you get some band-aids and cover up your nips. So
or pasties.
And I have too much hair to do that. So
free censorship. Already censors themselves. Great.
Free the nipples. Who here wants to see Lloyd with his nipples? And
not Lloyd.
Ooh, and then we might be banned. Fantastic.
Lloyd.
RNG and Tea's female-led group. How did they get banned? They showed male nipple.
Dude, that's an amazing headline.
Gosh, now I want to see it.
Sorry. But I know Twitch is sometimes lenient over it with like streamers that do body paint. They do have just the pieces on it. You have to do the whole body paint. There is a streamer that I do watch that she does amazing body paint artwork, and it's basically cosplay with body paint. She only wears the pasties, and she like paints on her body, and like you can't really see it at all because it's very, very good artwork on her body.
Exactly. Yeah, and those kinds of things, I actually have to give Twitch credit for this, because they used to have more strict rules on attire where basically you had to be like dressed appropriately, but because of how Twitch has evolved, so for instance, you just mentioned the body paint. Well, yeah, she's wearing appropriate clothing. It's not meant to be sexually suggestive. She's doing body paint. The other one that they had to be wary of was people who started doing workout videos.
Oh, yeah.
Because, of course, especially for women, that means wearing usually yoga kind of pants, tighter fitting pants, and a sports bra of some kind. And while men, I guess, can't technically be shirtless, I guess they could do something similar to that. So they had to be careful of those rules because of those things. So that's why they talk about what's appropriate for your channel. So for something like this, I probably shouldn't be wearing a sports bra. But if we start to do RNG and Tea and muscles, then who knows? We can maybe change it around.
RNG and Tea and muscles 2020. fulfill our workout goal.
Exactly. Oh no.
Just put teapots on our sports bras right there at the nipples.
Exactly. Then it'll be fine.
Lloyd, you ready for some workout videos.
Yeah, I'll wear a sports bra and some yoga pants. Let's get this done.
Love it. Love it.
Anyway, I also did say Skuro earlier because Skuro is a good friend of ours. He loves watching those booby streamers as well. So
those the streamers that kind of tote the line of what Twitch finds acceptable, which we don't say no to booby streamers. We respect the hustle. We're all about you doing what's comfortable for you and your body. And exactly. But that being said, that is an issue that sometimes happens where you do get a lot of very angry people that they even exist in the first place. And you all can shut up. We'll see. We'll let Twitch deal with the guidelines. If you don't like it, you can switch the channel.
Exactly. I think that's the hard part with people. Like, why can't you just switch the channel? Dang it.
I know. Yeah. Like, it's obvious that you know what you're coming here for. If you don't like it, you can move along. Trust me.
What about the children? What about the children?
Well, that's usually why nowadays they have the Are You Teen button, and if your child clicked on it, then maybe you should be watching what they're doing. Besides, boobs are bad for children. Do you want me to get on my soapbox about nursing? Because I will.
Oh gosh, yeah. So earlier in 2019, that also happened. Breastfeeding on stream. Let the mother feed her child. Just
please. Twitch has said no showing nipples. That's what she was making sure of. Nothing was being shown, so y'all can deal with it. Just following the rules. Also, if you find that sexually suggestive, maybe just take it off the internet for a while.
A little bit. I think you have a little fetish.
You got some other things that we don't need to talk about.
I like how Lloyd just like hand palming on stream.
Well, it's because I know men, and it's just disgusting.
I hope you know men. You are a man, right?
Yes, I hope I am too. Let me know.
But yes, it's unfortunate, and it's really frustrating because we talk about the whole issue when it comes to women. Their bodies are just constantly under scrutiny, and that is one of the big issues. Maybe the no bra didn't necessarily make a dent, but that nursing one was sure something else.
It's just hard being a female gamer all around.
You're telling us.
It's not just the harassment with the body type, but also like on our gameplay, they don't think that we're gamers. I don't get it a lot when we're actually playing games. I don't get it a lot. I think it's a lot more acceptable nowadays, but like
absolutely,
a lot more acceptable. But like when I still go out to like my coworkers and they're like, "Wait, what? You video game?" And they always ask that question since it's a big game right now. Do you play like Fortnite? No, not Fortnite. I actually had an old coworker say, "Oh, you play video games? You're like a unicorn. That's not real." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Excuse me? Trust me, I'm not that special. Thank goodness.
But yeah, gamer girls just have it a little bit more harder way to pummel through life.
As it is. It has gotten better. We're not saying that there haven't been improvements, but it's still not quite there yet. We're still got plenty of work to do.
I still see a lot of harassment in Overwatch whenever I'm playing competitive.
So
and there
sad.
might be a female playing a game and she's giving out call outs and they're all, "Shut up, you're stupid," or they go off on like their boyfriend that they're playing with or something like that. And it's just insane how childish and stupid the player base can be when it comes to females. And it's sickening to me.
Yeah, which is why I'm probably going to have to do this every other episode or so, but my main call out when it comes to any kind of harassment, but especially for if you see female harassment, guys, we need your help. We get it. You believe us. We get it. You have seen it and you think it's wrong. We are very grateful for the fact that you understand that. However, you guys are going to be the better voice to call it out than we are. Trust me. So if you see it, tell the guy, "No, you're dumb," or whatever it takes. I don't know guy language, but whatever it takes, call them out on it. Don't leave it only up to the lady to try to have to defend herself. You go in there and you say something, because they will listen to you way more than they'll listen to us. So you can make a difference. Trust me. You don't need to tell them why they're wrong. And that's the thing. It's going to take a whole culture of people telling those people that, no, this isn't acceptable, for it to finally go away. And we're getting there, but it needs to happen more. So yeah.
Selfane in chat says he calls people out all the time. Thank you very, very much.
Yes.
Omega Welltall says, but then you're a white knight. No.
Then why do you care? Like, why do you care then? Like, what does that title mean to you? And that's the part that I always kind of have to roll my eyes at. Oh, you're a white knight. What does that even, like, why? Why does that matter right now? So you are going to tell them, okay, you still did something that's wrong. So what, if you get called that, why does that hurt? You know, I would evaluate why that hurts so much and then go back out there. Do some inner thinking.
Listen to the professional social worker here.
Sorry, I can't help it. Look into yourself, evaluate your feelings, and then go forward.
It.
It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, I know. It's very true. The female gamers, it's still evolving in the gaming industry. I mean, we're still having trouble having females in the esports world. There's not a lot, though, but there's a lot of support in females in the behind the scenes that help grow esports.
Absolutely.
So we just need to get those female gamers out there and less harassment. Grigori can't be the only female in the Overwatch League.
Absolutely. And yeah, I mean, 2 women, get out there. It's scary. I get it. I mean, I think you could probably ask any woman why she's not necessarily going forward with some kind of male-dominated field. And I think we all know it's kind of scary out there. But we need more of you.
Support.
Need more of us.
Support. Hearthstone says she has interesting perspective on it being male OT, female trans. Oh, okay, got it.
Gotcha.
The difference is in treatment. Yeah, I totally get it.
Absolutely.
Omega Wild tells us, it doesn't hurt me. Just that their way of invalidating you, saying, oh, you're just a beta male orbiter trying to bang her.
I think the best way whenever you have any of those kinds of issues is, like they want that reaction, right? It's when anybody teases you, they want that reaction of
it's just trolls,
wanting to get to get on your hackles. So, I mean, at the same time, you're not necessarily going to be changing anybody's mind on the internet. And to be fair, I should also have added this too. You may not be able to change that guy's mind, but you did just really help that lady out. So if that helps at all, just the fact that someone was there that said that this was wrong, even if that guy may try to do it again to somebody else, at least that lady there knows that she's not alone. So it'll do a lot of help regardless of what happens.
Right. So 2020, more female gamers, please, and thank you. And more streaming here at twitch.tv/RNG and Tea. Make sure you follow us and turn on the notifications.
Yes.
And also more blog posts. I've been taking pictures of a lot more food, so that will be posted up soon.
Yeah, I need to get mad more. Well, we got ideas. I just got to write it down.
Ideas for the website. If you have any ideas of what you want to see, or if you actually want to create on content too on our website, go for it. Just email us, contact us at rngnt.com. Be a freelancer. Speak out your mind. State out your opinions. I mean, Lloid will probably do some reviews, maybe. Yes?
Maybe?
Yeah, probably.
Woo! You heard it from him, folks.
Raging reviews. I mean, Lloyd can be very, very, very... What's the word?
Yeah, just vitriolic.
Yes,
when it comes to
vitriolic. That's the word.
That's good. That's good.
Michael Wattall's in the middle of a raid in 14 because the conversation's really good and he wants to talk. But you can let us know.
Well, we appreciate you listening.
Yes. Yes. I think that will do it for RNG and Tea 2.5. We thank you for staying with us until the last drop. Again, stay tuned to our social media. Again, we are at RNG and Tea. That's the and ANDTEA, if I know how to spell tea, .com. We're on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and we also have a Discord. We're going to try to grow that community. Talk to us 24/7. Even if it's like 2 in the morning, either me or Lloyd will be online.
And if it's later in the day and they're sleeping, I'll be online.
Exactly. We got time zones represented here. Sarah with the Eastern time, Lloyd with the Mountain time, me with the Pacific time. So, sorry UK. I don't know.
we need some dedicated fans in UK, and then we'll be set.
Right. And you can also follow us on our each social media. I am at Cookie Persona, KOOKY Persona. Again, across all social media. Sarah, what's yours?
I'm under Sarahscopic, SARAHSCOPIC.
Wonderful.
On Twitter. I'm also kind of on Facebook, but hit me up on Twitter. It's easier that way.
She's mostly on Twitter. And look up her YouTube stuff too. It's interesting.
Yeah, old YouTube stuff if you want to.
And then Lloyd, I know you really, really hate social media, but you got social media. What are you on social media?
Just on Twitter for right now until I make another Facebook account, but at Lloid, LLOID, RNG.
Putting that RNG into his name. So proud of RNG and Tea. Maybe we should do that for Twitch. I don't know. Anyway, follow us again. Turn on your notifications. Find out when is the next episode of RNG and Tea. We'll probably actually be on a couple weeks, so follow us there. Chat us up on Discord, and we will see you for the next episode.
This episode was produced by Christine Solis, Sarahscopic, and Aaron Pillen. Please support RNG and Tea by sharing this podcast with your family, friends, and fellow gamers, and leaving us a review. Intro music in this episode is by Home, and outro music by Stoopy Doken. Check out both these artists and their music at soundcloud.com. RNG and Tea and its hosts are solely responsible for its content.